In over 10 years of doing this show, this is the longest break that I've ever taken from doing shows. And I'm about to explain why. This is hard. Man, this is just, I just am speaking organically and from the heart. And I wanted to share this with everyone. Today it's Wednesday, it's March 25th. I'll be on a flight tomorrow, I think at 4 a.m. I've been flying back and forth so much over these past 4 months with all this. It's been a blur. And what's been going on, and I'm just sharing this with all of you in real time, is my mom has been battling stage 4 extremely advanced cancer, which just came on a little over 4 months ago, maybe 5 months ago. And since then, she's such a strong, powerful, amazing woman, such a fighter. And since then, it's just been such a rapid decline. And I know God is capable of anything, of any miracles. And also, it's just looking like we're getting closer and closer to the final moments. And the only thing with that is I just continue to pray that my amazing mom is going to be out of pain. And when people say RIP, I'm looking at that as not even resting in paradise, but rocking out in paradise, rocking it in paradise. um, but that's not happening yet. And she's an amazing fighter. And also, only God knows. And God is capable of any miracle. So I always hope for the best and prepare for the worst. It's being a realist. And so with the shows, I have been going back and forth between Florida to Ohio for this situation with my mom, where my mom lives, with my dad. And I have been going back and forth sometimes multiple times a week, pretty much every week. I mean, I've traveled a lot over the years with I have my company for people with developmental disabilities and Dream Shine. My books, like speaking events, business events, stuff for the show. Even with my family, my wife being from Sierra Leone, West Africa. But I've never flown this much in my life as I have over these past like 4 to 5 months. And it's a lot. And I'm not coming on here with some like victim mindset and stuff. I honestly don't know what I'm going to say. I'm literally just having a conversation with all of you in real time as I'm processing through all this. I just felt compelled to do this, even though I haven't done a show throughout all this for some reason before this flight tomorrow. Um, I just have this feeling on my gut. I don't know. I just the end is really approaching, and yeah. So in these seasons in life, you just go through it. Like, you can ask yourself, like I can't do this, and trust me, I go through those thoughts, I go through those moments. I've had some hard conversations in a great way with my dad. And it's good because he's been able to open up to me in a lot of ways, which is really important. And there's times where it's like, I can't handle this, I can't do this, and we say that in the moment. But what other option do you have but just to go through it? It takes courage to actually just go, to get up out of bed sometimes, and I'm not kidding, and go through the motions. And, on top of that, I have my amazing wife, I have my kids, I have my company Dreamshine with close to 30 employees, team members, 2 locations. We serve over 100 individuals. We're honored to with developmental disabilities in the healthcare field for one of the best amazing day habilitation adult day support programs in the world that we've built from the ground up. And there's no perfect balance through this. It's managing the tension, prioritizing in each area. And of course, this show is incredibly important. Um, and I've put it on hold for some months throughout all this and prioritizing, but I'm not ever going anywhere because this show is never about me. It's always this inner feeling in my gut of God orchestrating through me to share things with the guests and even right now with you. And it's therapeutic even for me. Thank for all having all of you like supporting. Like it's amazing. Like we've crossed over 400,000 subscribers on YouTube alone. And thank you. Like my son who's 11 reminds me, he's like, tell everyone to like and share. Please do so. Comment, like, share this with anyone that you think it will help. Iron sharpens iron, and united we elevate. I do want to say something cool before I get ready to share something with you that I have been thinking about as I'm going through this with my mom. It's a surprise. So I'm going to share something amazing with all of you. Something that's beautiful and inspiring. Like I said, these past 4 to 5 months, my amazing, phenomenal mom has just, we've watched go from just, thank God, healthy her whole life to all of a sudden we found out this late stage diagnosis out of nowhere. And from that to now, just diminish so quickly. Um, and she's so resilient. I think most people wouldn't have even lasted a month or two after they found out how advanced all this was. And she's going on 5 months now. Oh man, and I'll have more to share with that at another time. Um, Gosh, she's an amazing person. I'm so grateful. But to Anton, who is the owner and head of the company that does all the editing and stuff, has his amazing team for our social media, for the shows. His brother James, who works with him, in the middle of all this that's going on, I think it was maybe just a couple of weeks ago. Like I said, time is really blurring together right now. His dad committed suicide, and I'll let Anton. I think I haven't really been on any social media at all. I think he may be sharing some of what's going on. But I just want to throw out my love and prayers to Anton, to James, as you're watching this, and to your family. As I'm going through my own thing, people sometimes that I know really close will reach out about some of their own issues, and they're like, "Mark, I know it's hard to even bring this up. It doesn't even compare to what you're going through with your mom." And I'm not talking about Anton's situations, just other ones. And I have a great friend that's been a mentor to me. He's going to be on the show. Call him the billion dollar dude, the $1 billion strategist, Dan Waldschmidt. And we actually mentor each other too. And he's been reaching out about a huge issue he's going through. It's really crazy with business and just another level of being stabbed in the back and some crazy fabricated $19 million falsified lawsuit that I think $19 million is what he's just already spent on. I don't know if I can get into I'm not going to get into the details. But anyway, what I'm saying with all this is Dan was talking to me about some of his problems, and he's like, I know compared to what you're going through, I feel bad even bringing this up. And I'm like, bro, we all don't need to compare our adversities. Like, adversity is adversity, and what you're going through is incredibly hard, and that's that. And it's okay to open up, because sometimes I think something really important I want to share with all of you is it's good to have someone in life that at times you can just even just vent out some of these higher level problems that a lot of other people can't comprehend. And in one level, they may be able to help you with some coaching, some problem solving, some wisdom, and sometimes just to be able to hear you and listen. And I know him and I texting back and forth, at times talking, just being able to like get it out sometimes. I don't even exactly need, here's some of these things, like there isn't an immediate, it's like I was saying before, it's like you literally just have to keep going through it. And the wisdom is going to come in hindsight, because you're going through something that hasn't you haven't gone through yet. And it's a new thing, and that's okay. But it is very helpful. I've noticed that. And he has too. And it's been great, because a lot of the times, we're used to solving all the problems for everyone at higher levels, and that's a blessing. And I thank God for that. Where much is given, much is required. It also, that's why God says iron sharpens iron. Like, we need a brotherhood, a sisterhood, to be able to sometimes just let these things out. And that doesn't make you weak. That makes you strong. Too many times people hold this stuff in, and of course, open it up to God and all that. Absolutely. That actually goes with what I want to share with you. There's a book. Actually, it was an animated show. If it's on iTunes, it's amazing. I first watched it with my son, and then found out it was a book, and you think it's like a kid's book, but it's not. It's so beautiful and filled with so many like life proverbs and wisdoms, and I can't even explain it, but there's something so special about this. It's called The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse. And it's by Charlie Macusi. And I have some things that I bookmarked in here that are like some of the best quotes from this that I want to share with you. And the reason this is also very special to me is I watched this with my mom and dad before, and they both loved it. I got them each a copy of the book. And this was one of the most recent last full shows that I watched with my mom. Again, I'll be seeing her tomorrow, God willing. I pray God. But it's just such a special show, even like the animated series. There's two different versions of the book. One is the original one from the author, that like each page is like a beautiful piece of artwork. And the other one is incredible too. It's like directly from the movie, which is the same, but it like kind of shows the pages from the movie, like the animated version. I will love to get Charlie. I want to make sure I say the name right. It's Mackesy on the show, the author of this, because I know this looks like a little book, but this was like his life's work. And then the animated story that's on Apple TV, I know won a bunch of awards. It's just beautiful. I can't even describe it. You have to watch it. And I'm not getting paid for them. That's no promotion. This is just something special I want to share with you. And it came to me as I was watching it with my mom, actually, and my son, little Gil, who's 11 now. We got to have a nice moment watching that with my mom last week. Like I said, I'm just doing the show in real time, and I'm processing all this in real time. And as I go through it and grow through it, I know there'll be more wisdom to share from all this. And I know God is orchestrating. But it's okay as you go through these things it's hard. And also, you'll go through every emotion. And I'm not saying this like it's in the past tense. I'm going through this in real time. You'll have times where you're some moments. My amazing dad, who's such a strong father figure, has been opening up to me and, breaking down into tears. Um and I'm glad he's able to get this off his chest too. And we do it back and forth, and my sister, and my wife. But I'm trying my best to hold strong for him, and then I'm literally like going back to the room or the hotel room that night and like putting my head in the pillow and crying. And that's part of it, you know? Um, and then at times where we can be angry, questioning things, sometimes even feeling numb. And you can't like judge how you deal with your different griefs and stuff in life. Like we all go through our processes differently. We're all wired differently, and that's okay. As long as you don't like completely downward spiral into where something starts sabotaging your entire health and life and family and company and business or career. um you're going to have moments, and we all go through them differently. And just because someone doesn't process something the same way that you do doesn't mean that that's wrong. And that's something that's really important that I'm learning through this too. As we deal with different amazing personalities in our family and different dynamics and stuff too. There's a lot going on, a lot dealing with this that I didn't even comprehend, even putting together like the hospice team. And yeah, there's a lot, but that's all right. Where much is given, much is required. Um, so let me get back to this. So the little boy is sitting up on the tree with a mole. And by the way, the name of the book, it goes in order of when each character appears: the boy, the mole, the fox, and the horse. And it's filled with stuff like this.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
Kind.
The mole asks the boy, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" "Kind," says the boy. Here's the boy and the mole chilling on that same tree too. And by the way, if you can see real quick, each little thing he drew, like with an ink pen in his own style of art, and even the way he writes in the cursive and calligraphy, it like just each page is like a piece of artwork. It's beautiful. And they did such a great job with the animated show. So he's asking him, he says, "What do you think is the biggest waste of time?" "Comparing yourself to others," said the mole. I love it. And he said, "I wonder if there's a school of unlearning." That page alone could be a whole show. A school of unlearning. All the crap that's in our head that we think is the truth, this comparison to others, which is the thief of joy, this thinking that you're not good enough, that you always need to be better, that you're not loved based on what other people think of you. You're not smart enough. I know I went through that in my younger years in school. And I did literally have to unlearn a lot of things. And that's how you start to develop a new mindset, a new set of beliefs that you have to unlearn and replace those beliefs with new ones. And then there's always another level. There's levels of mindsets. They say it so beautifully and simply and incredibly. I love this so much. They're chilling on the tree again. He says, "Most of the old moles I know wish they had listened less to their fears and more to their dreams." And then they come across the horse, which is like the biggest, most beautiful creature they've ever seen, and also resembles like this gentle giant. And the little boy fell off the horse and he starts crying and feeling bad on himself. And he's scared, and the horse says, "Tears fall for a reason, and they are your strength." not your weakness. That hits me hard in this moment I'm in right now. Now, this one's really important. I love this. I even had a short of this from the animated series we had put on our YouTube channel and I think on Instagram. I mean, hey guys, make sure you at Mark Minard across the board everywhere: YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, X, all that good stuff. But anyway, he says,
"What's the bravest thing you've ever said?"
Help. Asking for help isn't giving up. It's refusing to give up.
"When have you been at your strongest?" asked the boy. "When I have dared to show my weakness." "Asking for help isn't giving up," said the horse. "It's refusing to give up." I love that, because we can get it kind of twisted and think that if you're asking for help, it means you're like in this victim mindset and we shouldn't ask others to help us, and we're always used to being the problem solvers. But there's times in life when you're going through something, and sometimes, like I said, it's just reaching out and saying, help. Like, I need you to throw out a prayer. I just need to talk to you, someone to talk to for a few minutes. Like I said, sometimes just a vent. And it takes courage to do that. And that is a strength, not a weakness. It takes courage. My reminder's going off here. It's refusing to give up. It's because you want to keep going. All right, the next one. "Sometimes," said the horse. "Sometimes what?" asked the boy. "Sometimes just getting up and carrying on is brave and magnificent." I love that. That's what I was just talking about. Sometimes when you're going through so much, like literally just to get out of bed and go through the motions makes you freaking courageous. "The greatest illusion," said the mole, "is that life should be perfect." This one I love. "There's something I haven't told you," said the horse. "What's that?" said the boy. "I can fly, but I stopped because it made the other horses jealous." Well, we love you whether you can fly or not. I really need you to, that could be a whole other show on its own. How many times have we dimmed our own light and not shined with the blessings and the gifts that God specifically, uniquely puts within us, because basically we're afraid of what other people are going to think, or the haters come out like they do on the horse and acting like there's something wrong with you because you have wings and you can fly and we all can't, when truly they're just jealous, or they think it's weird, and then we let other people diminish the amazing gifts that God uniquely puts in us. And just to show you some of the animations, again, you see the wings coming out of the horse. The boy's getting on his back. They're taking off. They're flying. It looks so freaking cool how he drew this in here. Like I said, every page is like a piece of artwork. I've read this with my son at night so many times, and I get more from it probably than him, but he likes it too. All right, here's another one. "Is your glass half empty or half full?" asked the mole. "I think I'm grateful to have a glass," said the boy. Another one I love. He's looking at the journey ahead, and it looks so far, and he says, "We have such a long way to go," sighed the boy. "Yes, but look how far we've come," said the horse. I love that, because in the moment when you're facing another mountain of adversity, it's so easy to look at that and be like, oh my gosh, I have so much ahead of me. There's so much. Whether it's like battling debt or a relationship or like a problem in your business or your life or your health or whatever you're going through. But then you look back at everything else you've gone through to get to where you are, and you've overcome so much. And a lot of the times we get stuck just looking over the past day or week or month. But if you put it in perspective and look over the past year or years, you realize, oh my gosh, I've made it so much farther than I think. So if I've got through that impossible thing I thought I couldn't get through, then I can get through this next impossible thing that I feel like I can't get through. What do we do when our hearts hurt? Asked the boy. We wrap them with friendship, shared tears, and time, till they wake hopeful and happy again. That hits me hard right now. That's so beautiful. And even the end is crossed out, and it says, instead of the end, look how far we've come. Now, obviously, I just bookmarked like specific pages from that. And again, you guys, please put this in. Here's what it looks like from the actual animated series, like pages directly from the other book. The animated series is incredible too. They have both versions of this book. And I just wanted to share this because I had just watched this with my mom, and it was and my son, and it was a very special moment. I love this book. I love it so much. I bought it for all my employees and team members at Dreamshine. And we had given it to them some months ago at our last monthly All Dream Team meeting. Anyway, everyone, I wanted to jump on here and let you know this is what's been going on these past months. And we're going to have more shows coming. April's coming around the corner. We have some amazing things coming, and we're going to keep pushing through this one day, one step at a time. Again, prayers and love to my brother Anton, James, your family, going through what you're going through with your dad. Thank you, everyone, for prayers for my mom's situation, for my family. Prayers out there to all of you. I've never done this. Maybe I have, I don't know, on a show, but I just do want to say a prayer to everyone out there across the world watching this, listening to this, whether you're watching or listening on YouTube, on any of the whatever platforms, audio, Spotify, all that good stuff. Anywhere in the world, there's a lot going on, I know. And I just pray, God, whatever everyone is going through, just continue to be there with them through this and bring others together to connect with them and allow them to have someone else to be able to just open up to and have that courage to someone if you're really feeling low. And maybe people have reached out to me thinking about, I talked to someone the other day about wanting to end it, and thank God that this person had the courage to reach out and ask for help. And I pray for anyone that's there to do that. It doesn't make you weak, it makes you strong because it means you're not giving up. And I just pray for all of you to continue to rise and shine and let God's light shine through you. As united, we all elevate together, and God is orchestrating everyone. In Jesus' name, amen. Listen, everyone, I love you. We're going to get through this one day, one step at a time. Never settle, never give up, and keep elevating beyond. Boom.